name is Dr. S. Sasi Kumar, working as an Associate Professor in Department of Physiology, Sree Balaji Medical College. My teaching experience is 8 years and I have 10 publications in both national and international journals. So let us go into today's topic, the ECG basics. Before entering into the topic, we should be able to tell some objectives of regarding the topic. The first objective of today's topic is definition of ECG. The second is characteristic of a normal ECG pattern. Third is ECG leads and methods of recording, and the last is your applied aspects. So let us go into the topic proper. So what is ECG by definition? ECG is nothing but a procedure of recording an electrical activity of the heart from which the electrode is being kept over the surface of the body, and this electrode is being placed over the skin, and these electrodes are combination of a recording between the potential difference at two sides of your body. So this potential difference which makes the electrical activity of the heart to get recorded. So coming to the first ECG, what is ECG is electrocardiograph. So what is electrocardiograph? Is the machine which records the ECG. Okay. The second is your electrocardiogram, GRAM. So is nothing but the recording of the ECG. So both are different. This ECG where you need to capture your electrical activity in a plotting paper. Okay, this plotting paper is nothing but a wax coated paper. You can all see in the clinicals when you take an ECG as a printout, you can see a wax coated paper which is with a graphical representation. Okay, so this wax coated paper is being which recording your ECG as such, and now there are many advances in technology where this ECG is being captured in a digital media. So that is called digital ECG. So this technique and this machine is being invented by Mr. Enthoven in the year 1902, and he also got Nobel Prize for the same in 1924. So this is a famous person, this picture depicts. He got 1902, he has got Nobel Prize in 1924. You can see in this picture how big this machine is. So this machine is nothing but the first ECG machine where he has invented. Okay. So this machine is the prior, that is a pre-machine for every inventions of the ECG. And you can see in this picture, you can see the digital plotting of ECG. This is a graphical display of an electrical activity of the heart. And coming to this, what is this picture? This is an echocardiogram. Yes, very good. So this echocardiogram is nothing but is another investigation regarding the heart, whereas your functionality of your heart is being investigated, right? So for knowing an proper ECG, and you should know why this ECG is being, how this ECG wave is being recorded. So for this you should be able to find out how the cell is being functionally active. So you know ECG is directly proportional to your heart. Okay, so there is a cell which is present in your heart, that is nothing but your myocytes, otherwise known as cardiac myocytes. So when you take a cardiac myocyte cell and you put an electrode inside the cell, and you can see a charge inside the cell. So that is nothing but a negativity. So when you take a normal cell or any other cell at a resting state, there will be negativity inside and positivity outside the cell. That is called the resting membrane potential. So this resting membrane potential you want to change, you need to give some electrical stimulation. So when there is a electrical stimulation is being applied, this electrical that is a potential difference between happening at your intercellularly as well as the extracellularly. So this negativity will be converted into positivity, and the positivity outside will be converted to negativity. That is called depolarization. And finally the recovery phase. Once it has been depolarized, the cell has to undergo to repolarization. That is called recovery phase. So this recovery phase is called repolarization, whereas you see negativity inside again and positivity outside. So, this continuous response of an electrical impulse is being recorded due to the polarity. And coming to the basics proper, you need to know what is pacemakers. So, you know how the electrical activity is being generated in the heart. It is due to the sinoatrial node, that is otherwise known as, that is a primary pacemaker cell. Yes. So, the primary pacemaker cell is otherwise known as the SA node of your heart, which already been discussed in conductive system of heart, and the secondary pacemaker is nothing but your junction as well as your ventricle. The faster we should be able to tell, the faster the pacemaker rules your heart always. So, if SA node fails to generate the electricity, the junction will be taking care. If the junction fails, the ventricle will be taking care. So, each and every will be overriding its pacemakers. Coming to the ECG, before reading an ECG or before recording an ECG, we should be able to know what is a vector. Vector is nothing but the direction of the electrical impulse which passes. For direction of an electrical impulse to get produced in the wave pattern, we should be able to tell how the electricity is being passed towards the electrode, and when the electricity is passed towards the electrode, you can see a positive deflection, that is a upward deflection, and if the same electricity goes away from the electrode, you can see a negative deflection, and the same electricity which goes perpendicular to the electrode, you can see a equivocal in deflection. So, all the three patterns you have to be established in a proper ECG. So, how the impulse gets traveled, you can see the animated picture. There is a generation of an electrical activity at the SA nodal level, then it starts from the AV node, next goes to bundle of His and bundle branch and bundle of His, where your entire cardiac myocytes get contracted for an each impulses. So, for a ECG wave, so there are different types of ECG wave. The first wave of an ECG is called P wave. The second wave is called QRS complex, and the third is your T wave. So, let us see in detail about what is P wave, what is QRS complex, what is T wave. So, there is a AV nodal delay in an ECG, very important, we already discussed during your conductive system of heart. So, this AV nodal delay is to protect your ventricles from rapid ventricular impulses, as well as to allow the atrium to complete its complete contractions, very important, and as well as this AV nodal delay is to give a complete booster kick effect. This P wave is formed due to the atrial depolarization, and the PR interval is formed due to the AV nodal delay, and there is a QRS complex, which is a biggest wave in your ECG, which is due to the ventricular depolarization, and a small wave called T wave, that is due to ventricular repolarization. So, coming to the different regions and the time duration which your electricity is conducted. So, SA node, as already said, it is a primary pacemaker potential which shows 0.0 second, and AV node which shows 0.03 second, and bundle of His, that is 0.12 second, ventricular septum, that is 0.16 second, and when endocardium, that is 0.17 to 0.19 seconds, and epicardium, that is outside your heart, that is 0.21 to 0.22 seconds. So, inner the aspect which shows a less time duration, whereas when you go away from your electrical activity, that is your from the conductive system of heart, the electrical activity has a slight delay. So, coming to the ECG leads. So, to record a proper ECG, we need a electrodes. So, we used to call this electrode as a leads. So, there are different leads of an ECG. One is a standard limb lead and augmented limb lead and precordial leads. So, the standard limb leads are discovered by a person, the same person, that is William Enthoven, and augmented limb leads by Goldberger, and the precordial limb leads by Frank Wilson. You can see before the entering into the ECG, how to record a ECG, we should be able to tell what are all the places where you are going to place the electrodes. So, we are going to place the electrodes on limbs, upper limb as well as your lower limb as well as your chest region. So, upper limb we are going to take right hand, left hand. that is limb 1 or lead 1, where its limb 1 shows your negativity in the right hand and the positivity of the left hand, and limb 2, that is otherwise known as lead 2, where it shows a right arm as well as your left foot. Your right arm which shows the negativity and the left foot shows the positivity, and lead 3 which depicts your left arm and your left foot. So, left foot which shows positivity of your that is at the left foot which shows the positivity, and the right arm which shows the negativity. So, this is a standard limb leads where you need to understand as a basics of ECG. And there is a other lead called augmented limb leads, that is depicts as AVR, AVL and AVF. So, AVR is nothing but the augmented limb leads, that is AVR at the right arm, AVL is your left arm and AVF is your left foot. So, 3 leads. Coming to the chest leads, there are 6 chest leads. We are going to keep it over your precordium, that is V1, V2, V3, V4, V5 and V6. So, this is how the direction of the leads is being placed over your heart. So, you can see your entire heart is being captured by the electrodes, almost 360 degree your heart is being captured based on the leads which is placed over the precordium. So, this is a ECG pattern where you can able to see the plotted marking over the ECG paper, that is P wave, QRS complex and T wave. Coming to the wave pattern and the amplitude and the duration and the physiological correlation of the different waves. P wave is mainly produced by the atrial depolarization. The amplitude is 0.1 to 0.3 millivolt. The duration is less than 110 milliseconds. PR interval, it is a time taken between your atrial depolarization to the ventricular depolarization. PR segment is due to the AV nodal delay, is already discussed. Next, QRS complex is formed. You know the QRS complex is formed by the ventricular depolarization, and ST segment is by a complete depolarization of the heart, and T wave is by repolarization of the ventricles. So, thus it brings me to the end of today's class. We will be dealing of different applied aspect of ECG in the next session. Thank you.